New character jump scare. Ugh. There is no mirror in here for him. I think so. I'll have to use a personal mirror. Now, he's an interesting fellow, this is. Will be important at some point. He's handsome, is he? Man, the gorilla arms came out perfect. Thank you. I put a decent chunk of effort into doing this guy today. It was meant to be something simple, but it ended up not being simple because I suck at making humans. Let's go roleplay. But yeah, he has gorilla arms, so secretly, even though he's just a regular dude, you can just... And because this guy has no music, background music yet that I play for him, we're just going to listen to the map's music. Wait. Never mind. I forgot to put my locomotion fix on him. Give me a second. I want to swap into Balthazar because it's another character related to VMR, guys. Yeah, but like, you'll know why I've made a second VMR character at some point. He used to deal with the more illegal side of the company. Meant to be like a fixer, basically. And he's a businessman and dubiously corporate, but he is very much aware of how crime is supposed to go, so he's more than happy working with all the crime stuff, you know. I wonder, what is his texture memory like? Oh my god, it's really good. Oh yeah, and if this is his name. Yes, Evil Corpo, because of Balthazar. There we are. There we are, now I have my locomotion fix. Right.
relationships.
No, I gotta
First, you
remember
don't do that,
because it's not ID's a brand new character.
My life's scared of confident women.
What?
Yes,
Why is that?
because
Women are
confident
scary?
women are scary.
I'm not scary, am I?
You don't exactly
How
scream
confident are
confidence
you feeling
90%
right now?
of the time.
I'm feeling
So I just
pretty
had three
confident.
people turn and look at something behind me. If it's scary, let me know now before I turn around.
Is handsome scary? Do you regard
Maybe.
handsome as being scary?
Maybe.
Then brace a little.
Are you
Oh.
alright?
Okay.
I believe that's yes.
Apologies. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, I'm just very jumpy. I'm like, oh my fucking god! No, don't.
Hello.
You know what? That's actually pretty normal what I see on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I come demanding tribute. The IRS is hungry.
They are.
Alright.
Aren't we in?
I understand that, but there are 4 more channels to go
This is
through.
I don't know.
I have
Nobody
not
is in
stumbled
charge
through
of
the
that.
wrong.
Yeah, this
channel,
is-
correct.
Evening, if you're able to leave.
Yeah, this is Zafira.
I can
Yes,
Oh.
I've lived here for quite a bit.
This is dispatch.
We need to get you some like brown context or something. You're staring directly into my soul.
Apologies.
I do not have access
It's
to
a
our tax information.
leftover from my younger days.
Give up your first
Yeah?
child.
Oh
Ferocious.
fuck! The police after me. Hold on. I gotta.
12 gallons of goat blood in honor to us. We are starving.
Are you sure you're the IRS?
Yes.
All in favor of getting this guy out of here? Carter, I see you, don't Carter.
If you're here for actual tax information, I do not have access to that, sir.
Okay.
There will not be any
The police were not
sacrifices,
after me?
no goat's blood, no
was in my head.
firstborns being
Excuse me,
sacrificed. At least this evening.
So I thought I was hearing sirens, but it was just in my head.
Very well.
It's fine.
You're not a criminal, are you?
Expect you
I don't think so.
more taxes by
What are the rules and search
deadline.
warrants here? I actually don't know.
Right, it's
Miss.
15.
Are you aware what
We got 12
city
days.
you're in?
It would be a shame.
Yeah, those people.
I mean, I don't know what the rules are on search warrants in the building. Oh my goodness, I did not mean to grab that.
Bye. For now.
You have a good rest of your evening.
Now you guys know what I see on a daily basis.
I wonder if big orders count towards that. That would easily will talk.
Apologies, sir. Would you like any beverages or anything?
I'll have a coffee,
Carter.
please, if you don't mind.
Coffee? Sure
Uh,
thing.
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino?
So, answer your question.
Oh dear.
I'm not a criminal, at least not to my
Okay.
knowledge, because I've
Okay.
been locked away in a
Okay.
vault for like 20% of my life,
How did you fit?
57% of my life, 80% of my life.
How did you fit? Vaults are small.
It was, no, it was pretty
Not
big. It
where
was a
we're
pretty
from.
big
They're
vault.
designed to actually
Not where
be like
we're
almost like
from.
mini cities.
It's like a bunker.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I was in there, and then they started pumping something to the air, and made people eat each other, stuff like that. And then I became a glorious leader. Kind of. I kind of just declared myself the leader of the vault, but then no one really did anything I said, so it didn't really matter. And
Oh,
then
sir. Would
this
you like a
lovely
plain mug or
fellow
one of the colored mugs?
rescued me.
The
So now
dealer's choice.
I'm here in Zafira. I'm living a good old life.
I'll take the purple
We'll go
one.
with the green mug. Purple? Sure
As
thing.
long as you're living a good life, that's all that matters. Oh, goodbye, Carter. Hello, Carter.
Alright.
God, my
Let's see
beloved.
if the milk is agreeing with me again.
We really need to get Carter a girlfriend.
Every time he picks up the milk, it's a roll of the dice.
He like
What happened last
desperately
time? Did he
needs the
pick up on
touch of a woman. Here's outfit.
Well, he just said that he was scared of women.
Oh, apparently every
Sometimes it just
time.
doesn't
That'll
feel
work
right,
out.
being honest
No, I thought
with you.
Charles said he was scared of women. He was scared of confident women, I believe.
I'm not.
Charles, isn't your girlfriend a confident woman?
I'm
Are you scared of her? Does she hit you?
the
In the eye?
circumstances
He lives in eternal fear.
presented to me.
Oh, sir, would you like any whipped cream, any drizzle, or any powder?
No, that'll be all, thank you.
Sure thing. Here we are. Cappuccino for you.
Thank you.
I'm Carter, by the way, sir. What's your name?
No, of course. Right, a donation. I am Matthew Hansen.
Nice to meet you, Matthew.
Matthew Handsome? Or
Hansen.
Okay.
I am not that self-indulgent to have a last name that is handsome.
There's a fella that I was in the vault with, called himself Squilliam Handsome. It was very funny.
I see. Right.
Sorry, did you say his first name was Squilliam?
Yeah, because he squealed. Well, okay, so we named him Squilliam because he squealed and his real name was William.
I'm giving my own personal donation here of just
I see.
500 credits for now.
Just touch the back of your head.
But I am here on behalf of another company who wishes to donate.
You're
Small amount.
touching the back of my
I
head.
see.
Small amount
I'll get
for
the
a
paperwork,
company, that
Sorry,
is.
just
Why are you doing
Prepared
that?
for us then.
no, I just wanted to like
Let us
touch
hope it
it.
goes to good
Feel the
cause.
texture.
My personal recommendation to bring it here.
Feel the
You need like some
texture.
good head and shoulders. Yeah, you need some
Right.
like good head and shoulders on you.
You know what? My head hasn't fallen
Especially
off
with the,
once, so yeah,
Recent events
I
and everything.
think so.
Yes, was the
Remember like
intention.
conditioner and shampoo. It's a little. You have like a little bit of dandruff.
Balthazar thinks it's best to send troopers and assistants to the councilmen rather than to aid the people. I think this would be people view us in a more favorable light.
Alright. No, being honest with you, I don't know many of the big names around here, so.
Don't worry, he's not that big. Not as big as he thinks he is. He's an old man, that's really all he's got going for. Speaks so long about old-fashioned things.
I love old-fashioned
I
things.
see.
I like old-fashioned values in women.
That's excellent
Yeah,
to
that's the
hear.
sensitivity training right there.
What do you mean? I like my women, you know, cook, clean, hit me with a frying pan if I act out, something like that.
What year are you from?
We operate off of a different calendar, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
I believe
Yeah, how old are
he's
you?
American.
Me? So I went to the vault when I was 17.
3 of us here are at least.
And then I came out, and I'm like 30.
Charles, Grave, and myself, we're all from the
I am California.
same.
Ew.
Well, my accent may have been warped by my time spent in Zafira, but technically, yes, I was also born in America, though it appears from a much different America than one you three come from.
Right.
So I speak kind of funny, cause I'm just insane.
That's great, Graves.
Well, at least you're
It's
honest.
funny because of necrotic experiments.
Yeah.
I'm also
you have a really
Californian,
bad
Carter.
So am I.
Free states, motherfucker.
Oh, you're from
Good.
California.
There's
No,
two
I'm
good
outnumbered.
folks here.
Yeah, you came from the better one. Saying that now.
Debatable.
Hey, you know what they say about those folks from Dayglow?
Might I get another whatever you gave me earlier?
Yeah. I got you. You want the whipped cream and the chocolate drizzle?
Yes. So, look, my ex. Stephanie, please leave me alone. Please.
Okay.
Stop.
It's alright.
C'est la vie, is the French
The
say.
streets of this city you can warp many a mind. The sad truth of it.
I think it was the vault.
No, it was the
It
vault.
wasn't the streets. They've been like
It
that.
was the vault.
So, in my vault, they did this cool little experiment where it involved psychoactive chemicals cycling through the air systems after the 9 days plus 1, and then prolonged exposure to that. Really bad, junk.
I
Yeah, stuff
really like
that.
the interpretive dance that you're adding to all of this.
It helps.
I want you to know.
Your
Yeah,
point
well,
is
focus.
articulated beautifully through your actions.
Thank
This
you.
must be what it's like to go to Utah.
Utah?
Yeah,
We do not speak of that diabolical state ever.
understood. This must be what it's like to go to the ruins of New Mexico.
So, I've learned
Yeah.
his name being
Thank
Carter,
you.
but what is yours, may I ask?
Charles.
Does Charles come with a last name?
Shaw.
Sure. Well, greetings.
No, it didn't come with a middle name on account of the federal penitentiary system naming me.
Well, I am Matthew Hanson, as you have probably overheard.
Yes.
Are my eyes
are you
really
from,
that
California, then?
No. The roof of my
Night
mouth
City.
burns.
Yeah,
But that was
I
a
can
long
imagine.
time ago.
Okay.
Well,
You know what?
okay, I
Whatever
assume
makes
it
you
does.
happy.
I'm from what y'all would know as San Diego.
How many times I've been concussed?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm going to be
it's
honest
not a
with
good
you.
thing.
that's not a
Didn't
good
venture
thing.
too far outside
No,
the city,
everyone else is
outside
like
of
that.
coming to here for better prospects. Found myself some nice jobs, nice positions due to my skills, and
I don't like how you guys
Where I
always
am.
argue against me.
Who?
Okay. Thank you.
What do you mean?
Well, I kind of came here after a planar mishap, and I just took what I learned in the military and turned it into mercenary
Mostly
work.
so.
3+ odd years later, and here we are now.
well, I'm no stranger to violence, as you can imagine, but these days I tend to refrain from it. After all, there are much better ways in the city to get what you want than to beat the shit out of it. Though violence is certainly
No.
a method.
Common.
Yes.
Common.
No.
Agreed.
Yes.
Absolutely
I've
not.
spent the
Is there
last.
like a phrase like that? That like violence is a universal language?
Exactly.
It's also necessary for change, or at least there's the phrase, the necessary violence for change.
I am one to agree with the necessary violence for change. I just generally run a ideology that I don't have to be violent. Unless I really, really have to.
Well, believe it or not, the
Loves
term
being
originally
violent.
originated in the aerospace industry, where it was the necessary amount of death for a rule to change.
Isn't there a
can
similar
only
turn about
stick your
legislation being
arms.
written in blood?
Exactly. Except in our case, it's more murderous ball cultists running around killing everyone because their god said to.
I heard about that.
Spent my last 7 odd months fighting that.
I would
And now
say
it's
that
got a
I
place with time-traveling
overseen.
robots.
I would say, oh yes, I've heard of that too. I've overseen a few operations and interesting developments within Saphira, especially around the company I work for.
Why are your hands freaky?
They're cybernetic. Why didn't you say that about my hand?
Well, your hand just looks like it's rotting off.
Like that. You're all up in his business. Give the man some space.
What do you mean? I'm perfectly fine.
Well, I am
Maybe they're a vault either, so
not
used to be
someone
back together
to be
like
easily
sardines.
uncomfortable. I must say that your stench is not appealing, and I would ask you to
I
refrain.
shower. I shower.
How many
I use
times?
I just wear clothes.
Why are you looking at Carter
Four?
when you say that?
Yeah, like, are you trying to have me like back you up here?
Yeah.
Yes, Carter, prove that us Wastelanders are the most cleanly motherfuckers on the planet.
My clothes are just dirty. But I shower. I wash my clothes. I did my laundry. Those
I see.
Meanwhile, me
stains.
with my
Some stains like
technically
brain matter are really
dirt.
hard to get out. You know.
I am quite aware that it's very difficult to get brain matter out of clothes.
Anyways.
Shimmy a little to your left. Graves, just a little to your left, just a. There you go.
I mean, I have no problem with them being there, but I understand that violence is a universal language. Threatening people can certainly get people what you want. I probably could have made them shuffle away 5 minutes earlier by simply saying, I will show you what my arms do.
Give a
That
vibration.
just makes me curiosity. Oh, God.
Graves.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that loud? I didn't quite
This
catch
is a
it.
family-friendly establishment. You deserve to
Can
fall
you
out of the
repeat
seat.
that?
No, they deserve that one.
Can you repeat that louder for everyone? I didn't quite hear it, and it appears it was directed towards me.
Yeah, Graves.
Repeat that. I didn't hear. Your words were intended for me, were they not?
They
What
may
is
be
so
a
funny?
few seconds
If something the laughing matter is in my appearance, are you ridiculing me? That's quite offensive, you know.
Okay.
Are you good?
No, I'm not alright.
Was it fucking obvious you wasn't okay?
My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts.
It's a thought that counts.
So, what I asked was if it had a vibration setting on it.
Repeat again. Louder.
No.
For the people in the back.
I like this.
How we should hire him for blowage. I mean, to be fair, considering he's probably about to cleave Graves' head off with a, single punch, could actually be a good hire.
Well, you figured
If
it
I'm
out
not
then.
mistaken, those are gorilla arms.
Once again, remnant of my past, but is there a point of removing them?
Tell y'all what that is, and not have to spoil the fun by spoiling the floor. So power armor.
Yeah.
Question with it. Yeah, that's just his arm.
Oh, okay.
Tiberius,
It was expensive.
my beloved.
Ah,
But
Fuck are you again?
Welcome, Tiberius.
The crackhead we saved from that vault, but like.
yeah. They live here now.
Nah, okay.
Actually, well, one of those pods.
They're crying now. They're weeping.
I'm fine. I bounced back.
You got your emotional second wind, huh?
Yeah, I did. I'm ready for another blow. That sounds bad out of context.
Angel? It looked like that might have been a little too funny for you.
It's been happening a few times today.
Your red scarf is not as.
I'm
does
just
not-
hilarious. My scarf used to be white. What about it though? What about my scarf?
Nothing.
cute,
I
isn't it?
believe. No, I think
Makes
all
my
that.
face
I
pop.
think all that said is. I think all that needs to be said about your scarf has already been said now.
Well, I didn't hear it because I was too busy giggling and chuckling.
I miss when I had a scarf.
I think a half cloak would be good. But deal with the
You
fucking
remember I had the one.
Yeah, no, you had the schmuck.
Yeah, and then the ball cultist with the flamethrower said no.
That's what happens.
Who's your fancy friend?
I'm your friend.
Matthew Harris.
Matthew Handsome.
Matthew Hansen.
Anton, not Harrison.
And it's better to call us acquaintances because I met him 20 minutes ago.
No, okay.
I'm just here on behalf of making a donation because a certain someone decided that they will want to send troopers here to support. Not to here, to Palace. When I simply suggested that, firstly, we are overstretched as it is, and secondly, it would be much simpler and better if our resources, alongside building public relations better, since he is terrible at that, to simply donate to this to one of these locations because it would be simply be better looked upon.
money.
Which business?
Beyond military robotics.
Oh, Balthazar's people. Lovely.
Don't worry, I'm nothing like him. I, for one, have my head on
I actually
straight.
don't mind him that much.
He's agreeable at times, I'll give you that.
I mean, I'm very direct, and, well, I know he likes that. And I try not to waste people's time. But they've been pretty helpful, the people in Bay 09, in assisting with building some of the defenses there.
Yes. I really can't fault him for that. I'm quite amazed.
Yes?
It must me. I regret to inform you that it probably means he thinks there's some money to be made there now.
I mean, I expect any investment like that to have them believe there's going to be money coming from it.
Are those gain signs?
I don't know where,
I don't know.
but
I was just kind of
Listen,
sympathetic.
as the facts get pushed out, the cult is likely not going to be able to match the militarization needed. Since, you know, now everyone's fighting
like a scientist
time-traveling
observing a little lab
robots.
rat.
Am I the only?
I don't know what to say, man. I've been gone for a week and a half. I've been out at the relay satellite getting my business, sorted there.
I had a nightmare of an April Fool's, but was otherwise fine.
There you go. That's good to hear.
I mean, I can
You can
give
study
you
me all
insight on
night
one
long.
via my views of the
I
situation.
can't.
If you feel so inclined. I feel like that information might be useful for you and to both of you for your next actions.
I'd rather be intimate with a belt sander.
Sure.
Being completely honest with you.
As of this point, the only thing that seems to concern the company truly is the Vex within the area. Chances are they're going to pull out their forces, their patrols, their quarantine zone as soon as the problem has been dealt with.
You gotta get your girlfriend. Really do.
Most likely will result within the ball cultists.
I'm good.
That intense militarization, it will
He
retreat.
just said he'd rather be intimate with a belt sander. I think we should find that instead.
Well,
Oh yeah, we should get you a belt sander.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry,
already helping
I'm
deal
so
with the
sorry.
Vex as is. I've already helped deal with the ball cultists.
900 grain belt.
I've just been busy dealing with my own personal business. But I'm Tiberius.
Oh, I know
I
your
used to
name.
work security for the charity at Bayo 9, but I've since resigned my post there, and I am gonna be in the area assisting with Guardian District's help against the Vex. And the Ball Cult, and whatever other assholes decide to show up.
Probably the cryptids.
No.
Why does it feel like that place got like flavor of the week syndrome? Like every time I hear either of the two of you bitch about it, it's always like, yeah, there's cryptids. Hey, yeah, there's this thing now. Oh, by the way, there's this interdimensional, like, time-traveling space portal now. Like, what the fuck?
What happened to like?
I stopped overthinking it, and I'm just like, cool. I'd like, before the tattoo shop gets destroyed, I'd at least like them to finish my tattoo.
See, I just go for the trench methodology of just accepting what comes my way, like an unwanted Christmas gift. It's...
Where'd you get
I don't want
Hooray,
interdimensional
more
time
socks
traveling
for
robots.
Christmas.
But yes, if I get more socks for Christmas, then I have more socks for Christmas. If I get interdimensional time traveling robots with plasma guns, then that means I get interdimensional time traveling robots with plasma guns.
She's right there. She's sitting.
You want to introduce them to Stephanie?
Oh yeah. Well, no, because you know I don't like Stephanie. She's my toxic ex who's been following me around.
No, you can offload her onto one of them.
Stephanie.
Fight fire with fire, be toxic.
Stephanie. Here's a very lovely man, and he's probably a bachelor. He's probably really rich. Come on, go say hi to Matthew Handsome. Here you go.
Oh, fuck.
Ah, great. There, she's sitting down there. You guys become pals, chums, lovers. I don't care. Goodbye, Stephanie. Brilliant idea. Worked like a charm.
Your boyfriend is rather amusing.
No, I'm not. We are exes. I hate that bitch.
Oh, God.
Stephanie's the most toxic person I've ever been. She keeps haggling me and harassing me, and it just befounds me that she keeps trying to come after me, even though she's the one who broke up with me in the first place. So.
You broke up with him. You'll make bad decisions in life. I think you two should best to talk it out. In a quieter situation, maybe over a romantic dinner.
You know what? I have to agree with you. I think talking over a romantic dinner.
What? There's a nice.
This is a great
there's two
idea.
Nice places down the street. There's Teague's. Then there's the Jourdains.
Didn't those get burnt down?
Maybe if I play dead, she won't.
I hear a place nearby has the most
No,
amazing.
Stephanie, no, Stephanie, no.
The fuck's that?
She's trying to touch me.
That.
So why didn't you just let me shoot them when we were in the vault?
Because I thought they had something of value.
They do entertainment.
I mean, I can profess to you I had the
Now that's
idea
the
that now that
confident
you've...
woman vibes I'm scared of.
I'm being honest with you, they're one of the more mellow ones, and they're in the Overseer's office, so I felt they had information pertaining to the office or the Overseer. Because usually Overseers are in on the little experiments.
You know, I've been back on this planet for about 20 minutes now, and I'm already sick of it again already.
Welcome to Saphira.
Thanks.
I'm just
Much
used to it.
I'm
appreciated.
glad you're back, Tiberius.
Yeah.
Still more well-adjusted than your average day-glow playboy. But that's a joke I can't continue, because then I'll need training.
Is Anne making you all do extra training if you start, like, talking about...
It's mostly a joke, like 90% joke.
Yeah, when I was first starting around here, I was thrown into sensitivity training like every other week.
Brandon, as
I
you
made it this far
said,
without having to deal with any of that shit.
But no, it's like I would call communists reds next to someone that is red. You know, things like that. Like
I
not
lost
being
her.
like aware of
I remember
surroundings.
that.
Oh, look, there she is.
Yeah.
No! No! You asshole.
Don't play with me like that. She's not. I lost her. I ran around the entirety. Just to lose her.
You are surprisingly nimble.
I am. I'm very agile. Very fast.
I'm sure
I've
that
got a
will be a
stamina.
useful skill at some point.
They get weaned off all those drugs yet?
Gradually.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
I'm pretty
weaned
much
off.
weaned.
I think it's their brains fried.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm sober. But how long have I been sober since I came out of there? How long has that been? Like a couple weeks.
Couple weeks, yeah.
Hard to
Any
believe
drug
it's
I've
only been a
taken has
couple
not
weeks.
has been against my will, and that is 0.
Well, don't know what to tell you then.
I am insane.
Yeah, well,
Again, at least you're honest.
I don't know if that's like an
Nah,
honesty
it's just
thing or
stretching my
just
legs.
like, just like how life is. There's a
Most
fly.
people call it creepy.
How does the day meet you two notable members of Guardian District?
I would not call myself notable.
No,
Well, I do not know
Well,
his name, but I knew yours.
Stephanie is right next to you.
Damn, that makes her more notable than me.
Just ignore her and she'll go away.
Can I get your autograph?
Perhaps it is simply that
I
this
will
one
beat a
has...
crippled man.
Perhaps it might be that this one has worked with Balthazar, and you have only had minor talks. Or not at all.
Which
I
is the
don't quite
case.
know. I have no idea how much he speaks to Balthazar. I have no idea how much Balthazar speaks to Guardian District in the end. It's not my area to stick my nose. Though I would truly love to know.
Don't know about them speaking to Guardian District, but, you know, I spoke to them in Guardian District at the diner about possible business for shipping contracts in certain regions of space.
My most substantial interaction with them was when they first came back, when basically talked with them about what was going on and what Guardian needed to do, and when we had the scare over the Scorched, right, Carter? I forgot to tell you about that one.
Huh?
Yeah, they had a green-eyed Mothman.
What?
That's something he mostly knows about.
Did you confirm?
Oh, I was there.
West Virginia.
What did the
Mama,
body look like?
take me home.
Oh, the usual, skinless, crystalline, patchy awfulness. Fortunately, they traced it back to a decayed nuclear reactor, and it was not actually the Scorched. It just really fucking looked like one.
You had him sweating. There's a sign
No,
on his
yeah,
forehead.
I was pissing. With how many fucking subterranean complexes and other shit in Zafira? Damn Scorched beast can hide out like a motherfucker.
But, That doesn't sound good. As for stuff with Guardian District, I don't know what VMR's business is with them, and it's not my business to get involved in any of that in the first place.
I can only assume that Balthazar is looking for more money.
I mean, given how they act, I mean, they seem really motivated by money, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As a business owner myself, yeah, I'm pretty motivated by money, but I also have my own wants and needs and desires.
Am I? But I'm of the mind.
I did just buy a satellite.
I'm of the mind that one must spend money in order to make money, but Balthazar doesn't like spending. He only likes making.
Finding the right investment's always pretty helpful. Yeah, you do want to go exploring a defunct corporate facility?
Did you ask me if I wish to go and
No, these two. That you don't look like you'd be one.
To go into space?
I want to go to space.
No.
I'm going to be brutally honest. Oh, one eye and still coughing thing. Gonna have to pass.
I mean,
All we need to do is get some fucking oxygen tanks in your shit.
I have to go.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Goodbye, Charles. Goodbye, Tiberius. Goodbye, silly white lady. Goodbye, blue man.
You can't just say that.
No, I can. Do you see the color of my skin? I'm white. I can say it.
Okay.
I feel like I just got flashbanged.
Also, he was leaning in really, really close to you. I thought he was about to kiss you.
I feel like I just got flashbanged.
So, remind me, what the fuck was their name?
Graves.
Yeah, no.
Provided that is their actual name and not what their scrambled mind didn't just make up.
As you were saying before, we were so rudely interrupted.
I believe I have lost what I was conversing about. The individual.
We were bitching about how Balthazar doesn't like to spend money.
Not to mention his views about about topics are backwards, so to speak.
I mean, do you care to elaborate on that, or just
He doesn't view a certain... Let's just say that unlike other people in VMR, such as Balthazar, I have seen the writing on the wall, and Balthazar's views towards the mechanical are... might become an issue in the future.
Yes, because you all are now... what's the right word to use without making it sound like a dick move?
Because you all are operating inside of a district controlled by synthetics.
Well, no, I was gonna say use the word puppets for LF, but they don't control you, so...
Proxy?
Proxy might be a good way to put it.
No, a proxy suggests that at least in some way we are still controlled. I think the best way would to be referred to us as...
I mean, if you're viewed as competition for them, they typically just either buy it out or just move it out of their way.
We are being threatened by Leap Boundary. But say it. To put it simply, we have to follow along with what they say and what they deem, because we cannot challenge them.
I'd advise against that, but...
Oh, I have no interest in completing Leap Foundry's whims. I don't see it as a beneficial thing to do for the sake of the future of Industrial District, which is what I'm interested in the most. Truly. But when the one with the big stick says jump, you must say how high. Either that, or you better get good at dodging.
Understandable.
Well, I haven't been around for a couple of weeks now, so curious to see how things have changed.
Saphira has always been like that, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
Whoever has the money.
Well, I hear
and
the Vex problem's getting worse. That's all I can really care about right now.
I'm surprised that Leap Foundry has not involved themselves with the Vex so far.
And so am I, if I'm honest. It is their district, after all.
Or, more likely, they are, and it hasn't yielded results. So they don't talk about it.
From my recommendation when I was there in Bayo 9 last, speaking to the people, and, you know, offering support, what limited support I can from Guardian. Pretty much their choices were as follows. They could get support from Guardian District, from VMR, or Leap Foundry.
And they presumably chose the first two.
Exactly.
I believe that
But if they can't get this situation under control quickly, I wouldn't be surprised if Leap Foundry steps in.
Well, that has been VMR's general way they've been going about this so far as I'm aware. It is contain and try to minimize until a solution has come forth. I will be going there tomorrow to bring a more solid someone with authority within VMR to speak with the people, because frankly, Balthazar at this point is too scared to go himself.
It's understandable.
Well, best of luck with that. I'd offer to help you out, but I have to get back to the relay satellite for some meetings this over the next few days, so good luck on that. The people in Bayo 9 don't really like corporate types, and they're more of the kind that enjoy seeing results as opposed to just, idle talk.
Well, I'm a man who enjoys results as well. I'm a man who enjoys workarounds and knows...
Sounds like you just want to make a good deal.
Perhaps. Maybe people can understand that to get a corporation to do something is pretty difficult. But to get a corporation to help with something is much easier, especially if the assistance is one or two things that the corporation won't miss: shipment of weaponry, cybernetic or two, a spare unit perhaps, stuff that could easily go missing, credits that can easily end up in bank accounts of people who can do the work that would require mountains of paperwork to get done.
So the age-old classic of stuff falling off the train and into the hands of mercenaries.
Do you recall where I came from, Mr. Shaw?
That's why I said the age-old classic.
Oh, sounds like I'm missing a key piece of information there, but either way.
I'm not originally from Saphira. But...
Not many of us are.
no, I'm quite aware of that. A natural-born Saphiran is pretty rare these days. After all, there's... No? No. None in this room. Anyway. Right. I'm going to take my leave now. I got other things to attend to. Best of luck to both of you. Best of luck to you and this wonderful establishment. VMR's donation will be about approximately 25,000 credits. And it'll arrive in a couple of days.
Right.
You're fucking calling me stinky? What the fuck? Yeah. Right. I think we can sneak in. Very happy with how it came out. It's really nice. Damn. What do we do now? Oh, you packed your VR? Oh yeah, because we're going to, you going... Let's go to Windchime. So Lost Acres, wait, hold on a second. The Lost Acres only up for 2 hours, aren't they? Are you going to America? Yeah, I just didn't want to say it out loud up on stream, you know. Oh, I've only got 20 minutes of Lost Acres left. Is it worth going? It's fine. Yeah, we'll go then. I'll go Big Bug. Well, I'll see who's there. Oh yeah, we got a shop. And now from my character with my smooth voice too.
Talk to a informant. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, she's right here.
Hey, I think your blood forgot to install
Miss
CSGO.
Aurora, I greet you in the light. I figured I would be a step ahead and meet you here.
Hi there.
And this is a friend of mine. Kirik.
Marshmallow.
He can be trusted, I assure you. He is one of my guardians.
Okay. Alright.
Understood. Okay. The pleasure is all mine. It's a pleasure to meet both of you.
Likewise.
Flask.
Velasque. You wanted to speak particulars regarding a situation of sorts. Wherever you would like to speak, I am yours.
I see. Would this space be most comfortable for you, or is there any other space that you would prefer?
I've actually never been to a place like this. It's awfully tranquil. I believe you've spoken to me a few times of it, yes?
Yes. Cal, I regret to inform you that if this conversation drags on long, this place suffers from issues where fog of dangerous varieties comes on in, and usually they come on in within a space of 2 to 3 hours. So if we are to continue conversing, we should move to a different location. Sadly.
It seems even a paradise such as this comes with its own challenges. No place is truly safe. Worry not. I have a space which would be most befitting to speak particulars. However, I would not pull you away from such a place so soon. Come, let us enjoy it together, friends, while it lasts. And when it is time to leave, we shall all head to the tower.
Alright, there's a nice place right over there.
With some trees. Real pretty.
Of course, please, lead the way. It is I who is the unknowing visitor.
Then we'll follow
Of course.
your leader.
Well, welcome. This is the Flurry. She's actually one of the people who.
Oh, it is you again. Look at you. You're so adorable.
The last little one.
Oh, there is another. Oh, you are so enthralling, so entertaining.
Shook my hand on an agreement once.
So people are aware there's like 16 minutes left.
He's helping me with that. I think I talked to you about it once.
We have
But,
both. I have met with both Vic and you, I believe. There's no need for updates between any information between us.
I love you. I appreciate
We're all on the same page. And Michael is aware of all that I have made with
I don't hate you.
both of you.
Of course. Well, hey, if you guys are able to come during a time where we have a little bit more time, there's a decent amount to actually see here. The piece you're seeing is real. There's a couple of unfortunates outside of here that have caused a little bit of distress here and there with the fog, but overall, when it comes to wind chime, it is generally safe. Swarm. This is actually me and Oakley's house, built by me and some of the synthetics over at Bay 09.
This one here.
Yeah, it took some time. Yeah, there's always things to improve, but I like it. It's comfortable.
It is quite lovely. Cozy, as humans say. Your craftsmanship shows, dear friend.
Thank you. Mostly just wanted to make sure that my daughter and all the pets and everything would be safe. Deeper on in towards that large building right there, they have a really nice lobby. It's even got a little bar back there, comfortable area, and even a place to get fresh water. Over there towards the other side, they have a little cafe as well, which I haven't actually gotten to really visit yet, but I've heard good things.
What a lovely location.
Indeed.
It's nice, considering that it's outside of... it's in between both the mortal as well as the spiritual planes. So, technically here, it's... nothing can really follow you. It's safe, which that's why I wanted to make sure my daughter could live here. Never have to worry about enemies chasing us, following us into nowhere. We can actually live comfortable lives. Yeah, there's still some things to deal with, but I think it's worth it in the end. Considering both me and Oakley kind of tend to find ourselves in trouble quite often.
As far as I can tell, this place seems to share far less danger than Zafira, or even our realm. To find a rare piece such as this and utilize it to cultivate your life moving forward is a most wise choice.
Oh, well, thank you. The compliment means a lot.
This is the kind of world I hope to create alongside the Guardians someday. However far in the future that is.
The tranquility here is incredibly notable. I wish to spread such tranquility to all places I venture.
I should find myself here more often.
Indeed.
I agree.
If I wasn't so busy myself, I'd be here more
This
often.
place, to a degree, is also protected by a guardian, one of ours. Ryan Maximilian very often spends his time here.
I'm familiar with that
Iron Baron?
I've heard his name in passing.
Oh, Ryan.
No, the
big red?
Iron Baron.
Oh, wait, is that one of his titles?
Wait, what?
Is it?
Yeah, apparently.
I've never heard
He
this.
told me he's an Iron Baron.
Huh. Okay.
This might be one of
An
his
old-timey prospector?
musings, such as skibidi toilet.
I always hear Ethan talk about that one, and I never understand what it means.
In my vocal
I have
Told me
Obviously, I
about
did not hear
I
it.
have figured out what it is through research. Me frags. I regret to inform you it is not as enlightening as Ethan might make it seem.
I don't understand. Is it an alien thing?
To describe it in the most simplest sense, it is
More Ethan. It was more Ethan. Yay.
Actually, could we potentially, with the last few minutes that we have, take a walk around, just to get them
It's ready.
Yeah.
Ethan made
great idea, Oakley.
sticking out
Actually,
your
we should
gyat
always like
for
to
the
join us.
Rizzler sound so enlightening. As he lied
We're
to
going
us
to take a
then.
walk around the grounds to survey the area if you would like to join
That
us.
term means
Would you guys like to see the rest of this wonderful place for the small amount of time that we got? How does that sound?
that
Sound
would
good?
be more of an
Excellent
enlightening
point.
Wonderful.
experience.
Follow me. We got a little thing going on right over here.
I will teach you another time, Cal.
Very well. Let us enjoy this place while we can bask in it.
I have also learned that if an earthling expresses excitement about something, they call it poggers.
I don't believe.
Poggers. What an interesting term.
No,
And this expresses excitement for something, yes?
It's nice.
I know the etymological origin of this. To pog is to make an oval shape of your mouth, one that is colloquially known as an expression of excitement or amazement.
Oh, I I have seen many humans and guardians pog before. I think I understand.
Not what I perceive.
How would we utilize it in a sentence? I am very poggers to see this place? Is that how?
I believe so. It would require extra research.
That it will. I cannot wait to show Ethan how, hip we have become, as they say.
I believe the term is culturally knowledgeable.
Yes, perhaps that is more fitting. They have avians here.
Gorgeous.
There's some really nice areas.
Of course you did.
I've only ever seen crows and
You were
pigeons
so
in the last
proficient with the
city.
color paint.
Look what I put on the chalkboard. I wrote
Wow.
Very pretty here.
That it is.
Is this what they would refer to as
And
pocket?
decor.
I think it may be. This place is Poggers.
If I had a smoke grenade, I feel like I'd put it down right now. I know. I know.
Are you alright, Eric?
I am perfectly fine, Cal. I don't know what you mean.
Like,
Just checking your shin plate, your knee plate to ensure it is in place.
Exactly.
oh no, just hold
Of
it.
course.
Just look right into it.
You don't do that.
Did you
know
bring
that
ether
happens every time you
injectors? I would like to order something, but well, there's no real point if it doesn't
Can't
have.
see and I can't.
well.
Oh, peace.
Good news is that due to the fact that I spend a lot of time around Earthlings, they give me their food quite often. So yes, I basically carry, sorry, this English, not my first language. I carry
It is not mine
about 2
either,
to
but-
3 syringes on me at all times.
Wonderful. That is what this establishment is, isn't it?
Yes.
I believe from the
This is for
setup.
rest, food consumption, and overall enjoyment of one's company.
Very well.
I'm very proud
Where
of
would you
that.
request these
I'm
items?
sorry.
Here, or is there another desk?
Typically,
Only if there was a small, adorable person to serve us.
if one would want to order some type of food or beverage while here, where would they do it?
over that side. Just over there.
Flavor sticks in Kmart.
I have to wonder what slut
There's no one
Let
working at
me.
the moment.
You should probably let them know.
That's what he said. In Kmart.
I could get drinks. I could do drinks.
Ah,
I wonder what it is they serve.
there's a menu here, me freckles.
Yes.
Ah! I must bring 12 of my brethren.
What?
Right you are. If we brought 12 guardians, we could get whatever this is.
No. That's a challenge.
Oh, do you think this has to do with the trial of Osiris? That game they like to play, where they fight each other and train for reward?
Perhaps.
I did not know Osiris's influence stretched so far. Perhaps we can bring in guardians for this sometime.
6 minutes left.
Oh,
6 minutes.
I should
What
tell
is a
Orion.
mango?
It is a round
Head out
orange
now,
fruit.
Oh,
It's time to go
I've
home.
never seen one of.
Oh,
We've only got 6 minutes.
It
Frogstone's
seemed.
coming. We gotta go.
this is another term. If ever once an Earthling wishes to inject a sense of fear into another Earthling for amusement, they would simply walk up to the Earthling and just say, "The fog is coming. The fog is coming."
Boys, the
The
fog is
ominous
coming. The fog is coming.
See?
Hey boys, the fog is coming. It's time to go.
So that is how they utilize it. I don't understand how
Seeds are in
fog
the fog.
inflicts fear,
They're
however.
bullies.
I believe
The
Shroud,
fog is
the
coming.
enemy that
Bodies
is
are in the
inside
water.
of it.
It is not the fog itself.
Are you sure?
But whatever is encapsulated.
No?
I believe
Sorry, you were
It is,
beyond precious.
of a fear of the unknown.
I'm gonna close the door.
Ah, yes.
I gotcha. Here.
Since fog is an everyday occurrence, and the fact that it is referred to in such a manner of a dire importance suggests that there is something about this fog that is different. Therefore,
Thank goodness
the
that we could
unknown.
also just teleport into the house. Because if we couldn't, technically, with the fog, it'd kind of be difficult to
But
come
you just
back.
gotta be indoors.
Well, I got you. But we're gonna be heading out so we can talk to them about a further topic. So we're gonna have to.
The fog is coming, me friends.
So.
Yes, I heard them.
But like I'm trying to use it in the way the Earthlings do.
Oh, I see. Should I be panicked?
I believe the panic about the fog is coming is meant to be a falsehood. It is a joke between the Earthlings.
Haunted.
Ah, strange jests as always. If not guardians, then people.
Much as a many thing the Earthlings do.
It is good to see such similar cultures spread across space and realms. Some things never change.
Diverse cultures indeed. We should just study them all, learn about their intricacies.
I'm afraid were I a younger Kel, perhaps I would have a lifetime to dedicate to such a craft. You, on the other hand, have more than enough time. Perhaps it is an undertaking for you.
It is an undertaking I take willingly.
Boys, make your way through the gate.
Right.
The fog is
The
very
most
real.
important part. The sticking out your gat for the Rizzler means...
You want to see what
I have such a vitriolic hatred for you. So real do I want you dead.
Even did it.
You breathing air makes me infuriated. It's like you have to stick out your yacht for the Rizzler.
I hate you with you.
I hate you all.
I hate you.
So fucking much.
Augers, and I'm walking back out.
Dude. Ethan cursed an alien race.
By the end of this conversation, it's gonna be a people suck conversation.
You suck so much. I can't believe you said that, you asshole. I'm gonna lay off all your employees. So I can invest in classic cars.
Franks, I need to understand. The Earthlings, they speak about playing Fortnite.
Fucking hurt the fuck.
How can one play two holes? I don't get it.
I don't. Perhaps they play throughout those 2 weeks.
Where are we going?
Maybe it is a festival, a celebration of sorts. We're going to the tower.
16.
You, I think, me, Ishkiri, Aurora, and I think Depresso if he feels like it.
Yes.
You look like a whole fucking turtle.
Do you want to see my new cards, by the way, quickly?
Fucking hurry. Do it.
I'm
Do the
doing
thing.
it while it's placing on the portal.
Do the thing. Do the fucking thing, man.
out your gut.
Oh, you got it. You did the thing. You did the fucking thing. Good job. When are you gonna make Jeremy?
Jeremy already exists.
Can he be a redhead? Please. Please.
Jeremy was meant
Make
to
a redhead.
die in that session, but Varix didn't kill him.
Haha, funny.
What?
Well, he wasn't meant to die, but he was gonna die.
Guardian.
What the fuck is this?
The one VMR dude.
Right, I remember. John's
I may have misheard it, but do you say
Exactly. You're not supposed to remember this dude. I made him up on the fucking spot.
A while back, yeah.
You're right. The matter he's an NPC, which means now I get to kill you.
No.
Yeah,
Alright,
we're just in the
fucking
generic NPCs
map
killer.
it off. Let's do this. Map time.
No, there's like a lot of voices in my head.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So,
You're welcome.
They
You're
said
welcome.
that Nate Nate willingly went into the warrants.
Blah, blah, blah,
Exo. Exo designs. They're so
Nate
good.
is a person.
blah, 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 blah,
I
blah,
don't know
blah.
the place.
I don't know the rest.
It is a place.
It's
not place to
That's Aurora's point. That's why she got mad. Because a teenager, as she went into a place that they shouldn't
I don't know. Ethan said it was a catchy song from his realm.
I was a bit confused when she
Blah,
said
blah, 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 blah.
No, she said it. She said it in direct response to Nate running out of deep end into the horns. So, yep, nope, you're fine.
This guy.
Not necessarily fine. She still doesn't trust you at the moment.
Why are you hurting me? I'm a cool bug.
Damn, she's really pissed.
Nah, you admit.
But you're not a teenager.
Actual mid behavior.
she's always
She
referred to
knows
him
you're
as a
not a
teenager.
teenager.
Not gonna
No, she
handle.
refers to you as a child.
Got it done.
Man.
He's a fucking loser, babe. Don't worry about
She's
him.
always.
It's fucking stupid.
She's always
Don't look at her.
That's, you know, that's right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, she's always referred to you as a child.
Why's your fucking head so small, dude? Look at this little fucking. Look at that, dude. Oh my god, dude.
Several months back,
You have like eyes and an eyebrow. That's mid behavior. You gotta get rid of that. You gotta lose that. You gotta take that away. I take that off.
I was worried.
she's long been over to a child.
Fucking cat. I swear to fucking god if this.
There it is, that's it.
Oh my god. The tower from Destiny. The first.
Have a ball.
Holy shit. You really came through and optimized this. This was a lot laggier before. I think
One second, I gotta. One sec. I gotta do something really stupid. I gotta do issue explicit and metagram post.
Hello, Metagram. I believe this is called a soy jack.
I hate that so much.
Fuck, I can't line it up better. I love playing fucking Elixir's goddamn boomers. Okay.
I'm not sure why the kids keep saying that we should put the rich on a submarine, but I think it has something to do with water.
I'll never understand humans' want to devour each other depending on their economical class.
I once heard a couple say something similar.
What is about the rich people that makes some people then seem so tasty? Why do people keep on saying, eat the rich, eat the rich?
The fuck you mean, eat the rich? My guardian under traveler's embrace. That's literally cannibalism.
My guardian under...
You've got to be shitting me. I can't even do the scene I want to do later because Foxeldor didn't upload the fucking world. I'm gonna kill myself. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, so here's how this whole scene works. After we leave the Lost Acres, Mizrax would come around and pick you up in a skiff. It is a small jump ship class ship that the Elixni or the Fallen utilize for transport around, and eventually he would bring you here to the tower. While on the way, he would explain to you that you guys are entering the last city. You are now officially in Orion's realm. Those of you who utilize magic, which I'm pretty sure is only one of you, and a little bit of you, Vic, would notice that your magic powers are either extremely diminished to near, like, redundant to use levels, or they're simply inactive here. And it's not because there's any kind of law or logic imposed on the realm, but because there are no, like, there is no, like, mana ways or whatever the fuck it's called.
There's no weave.
Yes,
Different form of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, because there are no, like, mana-induced waves that go throughout the world, there's no way to actually transmit mana in. It doesn't exist physically in this world. It's not here. So, you cannot use it. Or at least you can't replenish it without using potions and shit. Either way, just a small detail. But you'll be told this is the last safe city in the entire, like, solar system. This is where all of humanity resides. This is the very last pocket of humans. They all live here, and all of the humans live down there, while Guardians live up here. Now, while I don't have 50 other NPCs for you, you could visibly see plenty of Guardians clad in all sorts of different armor, walking around, interacting with terminals, speaking to one another, shit like that. You will get weird stares on your way in, because you look completely different to the way they do. But this place is jam-packed at present, with all sorts of different Guardians. And yeah, so we can do cards up whenever.
Here they are, my fellow Guardians. I'm not crazy. They're real.
They're real. All of my so-called fellow Guardians.
Am I crazy, or do you also see somebody wrote settings and post-processing on the wall?
Honestly, it's kind of rude.
Alright.
That's such a wild graffiti to have there.
It's a really crazy graffiti to do.
That said, we can go cards up in 3... Oh, hold on a minute. Sorry.
I'll get some water in my cup.
3... Go! Oh. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, friends. This is the tower, also known as the Last City. We currently reside on Earth, or what is left of it after the Great Collapse. As mentioned on our way here, the last remnants of humanity, the last echoes, reside down below in the bustling city, while the Guardians reside up here. We remain ever watchful over our people and ensure their protection from the darkness.
So whenever
Always left.
you guys talk about the Traveler, you mean...
Him.
Yes.
That is the Traveler.
Thought the moon just wanted to give everybody a hug for a second.
No, that would be far worse. The Hive and the Vex live on the moon now.
Damnable Vex stealing a moon.
It is as the Guardians
Can't
say.
really tell.
Moon's haunted.
Moons. I get it now.
Probably depends on who you ask.
Okay. Alright.
Is there something
I heard
that you
their
wish?
little AI companions are actually angels.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
She was just curious if this is what, I guess, would be your guys' god?
This is our deity, yes.
Huh.
And your little AI companions are your angels.
Correct.
Yes, the ghost. Connection between Guardian and the Traveler. It is
Ghosts are goated.
So true. With the sauce.
I've heard Guardians say that before, that their ghost is the goat. But I never understand it. I don't even know what a goat is.
It's an acronym.
It's alright, honey. It's okay. You got this.
Oh, greatest of all time, of course. The Traveler is pretty, goated.
Yep, it sure is.
Now,
Alright.
without
Nice to
wasting
meet
any
you,
more
Joke
time.
God and everything.
You're having a moment. Are you alright?
I believe Vic is convulsing in pain.
Sorry, it's my lung. It's just, it's okay.
Different up here.
Yes.
Indeed, we are quite far up. Without wasting any further time, Zavala has allowed us the war room for today. He has occupations which take him elsewhere. So, we will be... How did that ball get there? The Guardians must be playing with it again.
Is that common?
Extremely.
I see.
You... Oh, I see. It's one of those
Where are we
balls.
heading?
Straightforward.
Very well, then.
Interesting.
I suppose it would be kind of me to give a small tour. This is the Tower Center. That is the Postmaster. They collect engrams and things left behind by Guardians on the field.
Oh.
Over there is our Crypton, Master...
I believe I should make something clear to you, Free. Engrams are different to... it means a different thing to people who live in this world. It is not an individual stored upon a digital hard drive, a copy of their consciousness. No, it is a relic, data of all technology.
Well said. I did not know you had a different term for it. Precisely. Engrams are Golden Age technology, blueprints from a time long past, preserved in technological data form. Guardians typically bring them back to the tower so they can be researched and made into weapons and armor. Golden Age technology is powerful stuff. The Cryptarch, over there. He is the one who studies in cryptology, the decrypting of engrams, figuring out their source, the blueprints which hide within, and then work alongside the gunsmith over yonder, Banshee. He is the one who assembles the weapons from the blueprints presented.
I see.
To our
Oh.
far left, we won't be going there, but that is the shipwright. Think of it as a garage for Guardians. It is where ships are stored, worked upon, prepared for flight. And to our right is the bazaar. It is a calm location for Guardians to rest, relax. And the speaker once lived there as well.
I see. Seems like you all just have everything. All encompassed and needed.
This place was not built within a day, however. It has been a long and arduous road to build this place to the state it has become. And we've had to do much and more fighting to get what we need.
I see.
It has not been easy, but we have earned more than earned our peace. And we still continue to fight for the last echoes of humanity. I will take the far side of the table. You all may stand around as you see fit.
Zavala really needs to invest in some seats.
He is a man of action, Ish-Irik. He only sits when he, well, believes he has earned it. I suppose. Now, Miss Aurora, you wish to speak to myself about an upcoming concern of yours. Perhaps something relating to the Vex?
Indeed. It has come to my overwhelming attention, as is the attention of those who I consider family within my house, that Vex incursions have been cropping up in multitudes of different areas across our great city. But it also seems as though, as these incursions have been occurring over multiple time, that centralized points of entry have started cropping up due to the number of frequent rate of increased activity, I should say. What we're looking for is information. We understand their aggressive nature and that they are ramping with much more aggressive forces, much more elite forces. Higher technology is being utilized, but what we're looking at is trying to understand more about the technologies that's being used and more about the race and the culture in and of itself. Any information that we can get on them would be useful.
If I could be shown how to interface with one of these pads, I can show you some images from my memories of the Vex that we most recently fought.
These are data pads that we utilize. There should be a connection port you can utilize. In the meantime...
Would you like to... no, you have it handled.
There you are.
Yes.
Eric, would you mind accessing the console over yonder and procuring the data packets I have on the Vex?
Of course, Michael.
I only got a good look at 3 types. The normal, smaller soldiers, the medium-sized ones that were kind of bigger, and the big ones. They're shiny and new, white and gold.
The Vex are beings that walk time and space themselves. They have a past, a present, and a future for themselves. Thank you, dear friend. The Vex have, or we have classified the Vex into these 3 quadrants. The future are known as the Descendants. They are more rough, take on a green, almost plant-like texture, very old. The Precursors, the far past. They are the white and gold that you have seen, far stronger, far more formidable, typically found on places like Mercury, the Infinite Forest. They are security of some kind, more powerful forces. And then you have the sole divisive, the present-day Vex. I don't believe you have yet to encounter them, but they reside within our realm mostly, and have been harassing our people, the Guardians, from the Moon to Earth to Venus, for as long as we can remember. The Sole Divisive is the largest and most active quadrant of the Vex. They are the present day, and so naturally they are the most active. As for how the Vex work, there is indeed a hierarchy to them. In fact, the Vex are not soldiers by heart, they are builders. As said before, they seek to transform all worlds into machine planets which produce radiolaria naturally and create more of their kinds within their depths. As such, they must be prepared to do what they seek to do, build. However, they too are capable of combat. It is fascinating to think that those who are made for construction are so very formidable. They have been fighting for a very long time.
I have seen...
Have we?
This pattern you speak of repeats
I have seen various pieces of construction equipment and individuals built for construction within their home, used for great violence as well.
So, the concept should not be too unfamiliar. Regardless, the hierarchy is as follows. Goblins, of all 3 of our factions, are the rank and file. They are the weakest of the group, not only in durability, but in firepower. In great mass, they can be an issue. However, they are sent to whittle down their targets. They will send them in large groups in order to push you back, hold the line, and whittle down your defenses. Then, the hobgoblins, precision specialists, typically carrying a line rifle, a kind of technological weapon of Vex creation that fires a round of sorts akin to that of a sniper rifle. Very powerful, very piercing. A laser round which leaves a burning sensation and typically pierces armor. Skin burns to bone. It is very deadly. And so I advise keeping a sharp eye on them. They are swift, and their technology is directly interfaced with their rifle. They do not need to take aim and focus on their target. Their targeting systems within are more than capable of finding where you are and taking the right shots. Then, there are Minotaurs. They are the heavier units of our friends. They are made for, well, they too are made for holding the line, however not in the sense of whittling down a target. Instead, they are the brute force strength. They will cleave through defense as much as needed. Not only are they versatile with their explosive weaponry, imbued with void magics from our realm, but they also pack quite a bit of strength, known for breaking limbs from guardians. I've even seen a few cases where guardians have been picked up and, torn in half, or had their necks broken. They are as vicious as they need to be rid of their target. Minotaurs are no small thing. Then there are harpies. I believe you have yet to see these ones. Harpies are small drone-like entities, utilized for security, patrol, viewing different things.
That's why I would be savvy.
A certain sight. Precisely. Scouts. Observation. Yes. They are swift and can fly. They do not have a body. They are typically an optic with shielding units around them, and they have built-in weaponry to fire at you should you startle them. They are, however, easy and swift to deal with so long as you shoot for the center, their eye. Their radiolarian cores are far smaller, and so they're within the harpy's body, but the amount of damage one does to its eye is enough to destroy it. Then there are the Cyclops, also not yet seen. Their radiolarian cores are impenetrable. They are built on purpose to be hard to crack. However, the eye at their center is where they are weakest. 4 shielding units surround it, large metal plates which do not take kindly to any kind of fire. But the optic in the center is key. Not only is it utilized for them to view you, but it is also where they fire powerful void rounds, cannon shots almost. They are built to be large turrets.
Are these hovering in the air and the shields go around them?
No, that is a Hydra. The Cyclops remains completely to itself. It is stationary. A turret, but much larger than your average turret, I suppose. They remain completely stationary and cannot move. However, they can swivel their heads around to fire at you. The Hydra, the one you have spoken of, have typically 2 to 3 shields which orbit around them at any given moment. These shields cannot be disabled, and they are impenetrable. However, give care, for Where they move and reveal parts of its weakness is where you can best perform the most amount of damage to their chassis and their eye, which too is their main weakness. And then there is the Wyvern, one of the only units the Vex have created specifically for combat, as opposed to construction. Wyverns are large. They have no arms, 2 powerful legs used for stomping, crushing, climbing. They have shields which radiate from their sides. These shields protect any units that are behind them. They too are impenetrable. Their center, their head, is where they are somewhat weakest. However, their core is closed when you first encounter them. Placing enough damage to their chassis, however, will cause their center core to open, revealing its weakness to you. That is your best opportunity to attack. Otherwise, they have void weaponry to the left and right of their head, akin to shotgun technology almost, that they utilize to pierce and rip their enemy to splinters. And then, the Gate Lords. They are large minotaurs in technicality, but they are very powerful and very important within the Vex hierarchy. Gate Lords are key holders in a way. We give them this name because they typically hold or protect a gate, a Vex gate of sorts. A place that we can access and utilize to get elsewhere where the Vex presence is stronger. They are very important and typically carry access codes or an identifying key factor, something we can utilize as their signature to enter a place otherwise inaccessible for Guardians. And then we get to the gods of the Vex. But they are different completely, if you would like to learn of them.
Of course.
There are 2 gods of great note. Atheon, time's conflux. Atheon is a god of time within the Vault of Glass. It is a stronghold which resides on Venus, a place they built long ago after the Great Collapse, when humanity could no longer keep an eye on their planet. They built this stronghold, and within Atheon took control, bending time and space itself. Many a Guardian have entered, and few have returned. The slaying of Atheon happened some time ago. However, the Vex have recently been crafty, and have found a way to bring him, alongside other, entities from long past that we have already gotten rid of, back to the present, making this endeavor especially difficult. And then there is the current threat, Panoptes, the Infinite Mind. Panoptes is the leader of the Infinite Forest, and likely the Vex mind that is behind the recent attacks you have all dealt with. He is the one who commands the Precursors, these white and gold Vex as you have come to know them. He is their leader, and he commands the Infinite Forest, a planet-sized simulation which lies on Mercury, one I have been working tirelessly to gain access to, so I can have the team attempting to save Bucky and Miss Liberty to enter and do as intended, save them. It is highly likely Panoptes is at the center of these Vex attacks. Once he is cut out of the equation, these Vex attacks will likely slow to a stop. Without a leader, a figurehead, they will be, well, much less of a threat than they are now, without coordination. Make no mistake, the Vex will not be mindless in this state, but things will become far more difficult for them. It is something that will halt their progress for a good while, and perhaps make them think twice about attacking you again. But slaying a god is no easy feat. Understand, Atheon is not a simple threat. He is at the very top of all of this.
I see.
Yes, miss.
They have projectiles, purple energy. It hurts, but I don't know what it is.
The purple
It's like
energy you have
grenades.
seen emitted from the Vex is an energy native to this realm. It is known as void. There are 3 types of energy within our realm: arc, solar, and void. It is a projection of paracausal energy given to us from the Traveler. However, it has also occurred naturally on some planets and worlds. This energy is either utilized by Guardians to crush, push back the darkness, or defend their allies, as Ishkirik has displayed. Void is most known for its protective qualities, but it can be equally dangerous, as you have found. The Vex utilize it in their weaponry. It is a cosmic element known for eating away at that which it encounters. The Vex have engineered it to be more explosive, more unstable, but only unto their enemies. The Torch Hammer, a weapon utilized by Minotaurs, explodes with void energy when it impacts, not only dealing the damage in explosive wood, but also coating one in void energy, which eats away at all things: metal, flesh, muscle, bone. It would be advised to attempt to clean yourself of the element, or remove that which you are wearing to ensure it does not devour any further. But I assure you the energy is not infinite. It will eat away for a time before dissipating completely. It is not akin to a creature that needs to continue sustenance to prosper. It is merely an energy that will fizzle out after some time. However, the Vex are also weak to this energy. Their shielding and weaponry being made from it, it can be utilized against them, and is most effective. Void energies, as they occur naturally on planets, have been harvested and placed into weaponry. And so I have more than enough weapons which could be dispensed, which can be utilized to crush the Vex force.
As a member of the Hive, would Hive weaponry be any good against them?
The Hive have been known to use void weaponry on some slim occasions. Yes. Though it would depend on what you use. The Acolyte's Shredder utilizes void energy, however, its output is very small in the way of actual damage. The Boomer Cannon, which is what Knights utilize, does not utilize void energy, however. It is merely a explosive magical energy that the Hive have. They have snipers. Their name eludes me at present, but they utilize void energy as well. It's on very slim occasion they utilize it, unfortunately. But either utilizing Vex technology and re-engineering it, which has been done plenty of times before, made into or added onto weaponry, or even requesting weaponry from this place, we can provide arms and armaments which are imbued with the void element. And so, it can aid in your cleaving down of the Vex.
Well, the reason why I ask is because he's got a Hive Shredder, and I've got a railgun.
Well, I've also got a, I believe it was called a Shattered Cipher. I assisted with a mission. I believe it was some opposition was out there. Yeah, yeah. Actually, you're right. I've kept it. It's just I suppose never really had enemies I've really had to use it against, but I guess times are changing.
This is not to say that you have to flip your arsenal entirely upside down. The choice to utilize our weapons and armor is entirely yours. Make no mistake, however, the weapons and armaments we utilize here is built for these threats. I cannot say the same for your own armaments, but I would not speak so openly about that which I don't understand myself. For all I know, you very well have multiple things more than capable of doing the job. The choice is yours.
I can profess upon seeing their weaponry in combat what at least 2 of the individuals before us are equipped with, and their functionality. I'm sure you are aware what a rail cannon is, Kel.
I've heard mention of it here and there, but the word has been phased out of vocabulary in present day. Linear fusion rifles are more akin to this.
It requires no fusion, instead utilizing electromagnets to propel steel rods at hypersonic speeds. Its physical destructive force is great. I reckon it would suffice. Vic here utilizes your blade. It is
Thermal weaponry. I utilize thermal weaponry, which is why against most of the Vex I've been just about all but useless.
I see. They are not good for heat. That much is true. Either way, whether we are efficient against them at present or not, I can aid in the preparing of you, and the others, should they desire. But I will not impose myself onto any of you. It is merely a free offer which stands. Regardless, we must return to the reason we are here. Information on the Vex. While they are weak to this element, and it would be advised to utilize it, Radiolarian cores are typically where most Vex are weak. Those who do not have a Radiolarian core which is open and apparent, you'll want to shoot for the eye instead. One of two things will typically happen as a result. It will either open the steel door protecting their core, or it will do the damage required to bring it down. I understand you have been taking notes throughout, but we also are here to provide data. This chip, when inserted into a machine, should download multiple pieces of data on the Vex. It is everything I've been able to acquire over the years of my research, from the current threat you fight, the precursors, to the descendants and the soul divisive, and even some of the Vex minds we have been re-encountering, such as Brachion, the Genesis mind, the one who I have heard has recently taken liberty.
I see. We are most gracious for this, thank you.
Of course.
I got 2 questions, if it's okay if I ask.
Please.
If we're talking about, and just make sure I'm listening to the conversation right, slaying a, whether it be digital or not, a god, why wouldn't we have guardians go and handle something like this? Why are we being entrusted with a task like this?
We say we were going to send them to kill them.
Pardon?
You speak first, Kel.
I'm afraid our realm hangs in a balance. We have dealt with numerous threats of similar level, time and again. In the past few months, the leader of the darkness itself, the figurehead at the very center of years of our problems, known as the Witness, has been vanquished by guardians. A most triumphant feat, that which we have sought after for years. Love, loss, life, death, rebirth. All of these things which we have been stricken with time and again. This everlasting war, this fight against the darkness had finally come to an end with the vanquishing of the Witness. The very thing that encompasses the darkness, that drives it so. But with his death, a vortex of power opens. A need that must be filled. And the Vex sought to fill it first. They advanced on all worlds, taking the time we had given them to prepare, while we had focused our efforts on the Witness to build themselves anew. And now, they have assaulted us on all fronts. Not a single planet thus far has remained free of their oppression. all planets, even those which we had not ever seen the Vex on prior, are now experiencing mass insurgences of them across the surface. And now, in the most recent months, they have stepped foot here, Earth, a place we have never allowed them to touch until now, because we have been spread so thin. Even now, a great deal of Guardians fight on an everlasting war with the Vex on all planets. Beyond our city's wall lies a tarred precipice, war against Guardians and the Vex. Everlasting. We are expending every last bit of our resources, every last Guardian to fend off against the Vex. And the Guardians you see within the tower, well, the reason they are here is one of two things. Either they are, in a matter of speaking, on a break of sorts. Not all Guardians can fight infinitely and forever. Even they have their limits. And so they are allowed a few days of respite before having to be sent back out again. For without their strength on the battlefield, we will crumble against the Vex threat. Or they are newly risen Guardians, too youthful to face this threat, and they must be trained and taught first. In fact, I would bet my life that the Vex threat would never have even reached your realm if we had enough force to keep them at bay. But the cup is overflowing, and the water that trickles down now is onto your plates. Such is the reason they invade your realm. They are growing out of control, and we are losing ground. That is why Guardians cannot handle this. They are fighting to hold the tide.
The second question. I was speaking to a couple of people, but Orion being one of them. I'm working together with the Hive. They were the first group that I really met. Worked peace with them, with everything in Bay 09. I was going down that avenue for... My gear's just not good enough. My skills aren't trained enough. Best way that I find to survive in most of these other worlds, like Iron Grip, a great example, is to dive head first. So they're the ones I was looking for. But I was told that the Vex have capabilities that we haven't even seen yet. Apparently, if you're weak enough, they could just throw you into some other dimension, realm, phase you out of existence, depending on which ones you're fighting, which ones you're looking at. So we were told about something, trying to make sure I remember all of it right. Some place called I believe it was like the Dark Forest, the Black Forest. Somewhere inside of it, there's a shard of the Traveler.
Precisely. The Dark Forest. It is a location we found and named after the Red War. That was a warlike event that destroyed this original structure, which you now see repaired in full working order. Gaul, Dominus Gaul, was a Cabal warlord who led a faction known as the Red Legion. They had assaulted our great tower from the rear. Beyond this window, their ships, crimson red, could be seen as they blotted our sky with smog, and they attacked our last city, encased our traveler in a cage which took all light from all Guardians. For a time, everyone was mortal, and we lost a great deal of Guardians during this time. However, we had found shards of the Traveler, destroyed when this cage was wrapped around, which had fallen to Earth, and the Dark Forest was where one of the strongest shards were. The speaker once said, "Where shines light, so too follows darkness." And so naturally, with a shard of our great traveler lying in the open like this, something was drawn to attend to it. The Taken, most specifically, have a vested interest in the energy. Perhaps it is merely something that attracts them, perhaps they steal energy from within. Either way, we coined this place the Dark Forest because it attracted so much of the darkness to it. The forest was gnarled and twisting, its plants rotten and viscous, covered in thorns, as though the very nature had been poisoned by the paracausal darkness which threatened our realm, and had now transformed to match its equally terrifying capability. Guardians ventured within and utilized the shard of the Traveler to regain their light, connect once more with the Traveler, and then led an assault on Gaul which would crush him and his legion, including his grasp on our Traveler, freeing other Guardians. Regardless, the shard has been seen as a communion point even to this day, though difficult and dangerous to come across. It can be one of the easiest ways to contact our Traveler, aside from prayers near the tower's side. It is direct and instantaneous. Why were you suggested to look into it, dear friend?
He had suggested that if there were those of us that were strong of heart, clear of mind, common hero trait kind of stuff, that maybe we could receive a boon. Maybe not become full guardians, but maybe something to help ground us so that whenever the Vex try, considering that whenever we do go have to save Bucky and Liberty, we're gonna have to go onto their territory, not ours. This boon could possibly give us that fighting edge to make sure that we all don't get wiped out immediately.
Ishkirik, would you kindly bring me one of the books on the Traveler's Blessing, please? I know that which you speak of. There is a blessing the Traveler bestows unto Guardians, and rarely unto those who do not hold an affinity for the light. Thank you.
Please handle it with care, girl.
Of course. The empowerment of light. It is a boon which can be granted unto Guardians or unto common folk. Pardon the wording. I mean nothing insulting by it. It is a blessing given by the Traveler which strengthens all things within a person, from their mental strength and fortitude to their physical strength, raw power, and their very durability. Humans can find themselves with near superhuman strength. You could very well match the power of a Guardian, or, at the very least, hold half that power. Regardless, an empowering of the light would certainly give you an excellent edge against the Vex.
Do you think this would be something that, well, first off, that we could even do, but secondly, if we can, could you help us get there?
Ethan and I have been doing some work recently. Some time ago, he obtained a weapon known as the Eyes Luna, a weapon that starts as an ordinary hand cannon, but when imbued with the Traveler's Light, can become a legendary weapon of relic, an old Golden Age weapon known as the Hawk Moon, a powerful hand cannon imbued with the paracausal light of the Traveler. However, the Traveler has set before him a trial of sorts, to commune with him, to gain his strength, and utilize it to empower the weapon. However, on an operation I had set up for him to commune with the Traveler and begin this process, the Cabal intervened, took the shard right out from under us, and left, leaving Ethan only a small shard he could utilize to imbue with his weapon. As it stands, he needs that shard, and we need to return it to its original resting place within the Dark Forest. As such, perhaps you could join forces with him, fight back against this Cabal insurgents who has taken the shard from us, and not only could Ethan commune with it, but you could too, and upon doing so, get what you seek. Well, I cannot aid in the intel side of this operation, as I have devoted myself completely to the Vex threat, considering its size and how many people require my concentration on this strictly. I can aid in your transport there. Intel, however, will be dealt by another. I recently contacted an individual by the name of Lord Shax, the leader of the Crucible. A strong-willed man who enjoys taking the fight to strong entities such as the Cabal. He was to be in charge of Ethan's next assignment regarding the empowering of his eyes Luna. I can add you all onto his team. You would be fighting alongside Ishk-Irik as well, and when cutting through the Cabal and making your way to the Shard of the Traveler, you can commune with it and ask for this blessing, so long as you include those you wish to be blessed. And you have the aforementioned qualities within you, for you do require a clear and strong mind to speak with Divine. You may very well get the boon you seek, alongside your allies, especially if you are doing it to push back against the darkness and save lives.
Okay. I'll start gathering a team, talk to the others, see if we can schedule some kind of meeting for Friday. Try to see if getting everybody together, possibly, having a discussion about this. And I don't want anyone going for the temptation of power to be able to kill anything, as a matter of fact. If anyone's going for this, it's to save somebody. I'm not about to have somebody with power who doesn't need it. Got enough of that already.
Keep in mind, dear friend, Ethan and Ishk-Irik are already looking into this situation. As such, they are 2, with yourself making 3. I would advise no more than 5 to 6 who are to join you in your fight against the Cabal. But choose wisely. The Cabal are strong, one of the most militarily advanced races within our solar system. They are quite difficult to deal with. Ensure those you choose are strong and made for the task.
If you wish, I can come with you to Saphira and converse with all the people you wish to. Give my own input.
It's not a bad idea. I'll take it. And I'll make sure to let them know.
Indeed be wise. A final thing I have heard of, which has me concerned, involving the Vex situation, is a lack of communication, whether it be on purpose or accidentally. I've noticed a few times you have mentioned that you are not availed of a situation, that you are unknowing to present developments. Allow me to say this here and now. Information saves lives. Withholding it takes them. Do not keep this to yourselves. Share as much as you can. Those who are knowledgeable will survive. Those who are not will be crushed. It is not a matter of statistic. It is not a matter of guess. There is no luck involved. It is guaranteed. If you keep information, you will break. So, do yourselves and your fellow man the kindness, the favor of sharing this integral information. And should you ever be unavailed of a situation, should they do unto you the disservice of withholding this information, tell me at once. Not only will I ensure you know what it is you are facing next, but I will give them a stern talking to regarding this. And if they continue these selfish ways, I will remove them from this equation.
Understood.
They will not be allowed to aid in a situation they are actively being a detriment to.
Actually, I guess in that regard, it should be brought forward that we have had at least 2 incidents that I'm aware of, where people under my house have been impeded due to compartmentalization of information and restriction of access, due to believed superiority in regards to how to deal with the situation. Is there anything that you might be able to do to help alleviate that issue in regards to the individuals who are currently at present dealing with the threat?
For the moment being, I have imparted my thoughts unto you, told you to share information. I expect you to say the same unto your fellow operatives. Tell them, too, that it is important to share this information, that lives depend on this knowledge. And if they will not listen, tell them it is I who have said this, for I have, here and now. The sharing of this information is integral. Should they still refuse to do so, take care to remember their name. Bring it to me. I will speak to them. I will tell them that their very attendance in this operation, their willingness to aid, while appreciated, hangs in a balance because of their poor behavior involving this situation. Should they refuse to share information still even after this, they will be removed from these operations going forward. I do not care what they say. I do not care what they do. I will not have them put your lives, or the lives of others, working together for peace, for prosperity, to save, put in danger because of their carelessness or their selfishness. So long as you spread this word, and tell those you spread it to spread it even farther, all should be well. Continue these behaviors. Tell me.
I wonder if I have been misled too. Though I have recalled whenever I have asked for information, I have always received it.
Main thing that I've always followed is don't immediately assume malice where idiocy can fall in. There's a good chance information could have been forgotten, someone could have just not thought, or God knows how this is affecting a lot of us. So I want to try to hope that no one's hiding information from any of us, or if anyone is reacting, it's out of fear, not out of hatred.
As I have said, it could very well be merely an accident, and I would not go out of my way to claim that your good people would withhold information from one another on purpose. But it could very well be a possibility there is some malicious intent behind it, be it forgetfulness or on purpose. Please, share what you know, and tell those you share the information unto to spread it furthermore. The more interconnected we are in our pathways of communication, the higher likelihood we have of survival.
If I may, is it possible to acquire an itemized or complete listing of all individuals who are from our planet and our realm that are assisting with the matter at current?
There are a lot. Since the capturing of...
We have a log, actually. Are you included in it?
No, I'm not.
There is indeed the communications. I will have you connected to it post-haste. Let's just see. There are a lot who are aiding since the capture of Bucky and Liberty. Whether or not they intend to weather the storm and take the fight to Panoptes himself, I do not know. But for the moment being, there are a good deal of individuals helping. I will add you to these communications so you may be appraised of the situation and share what you know, and encourage others to share as well.
I see. Thank you.
Of course. Now, is there anything you all require of me further?
Is it okay if I, keep this book on, hunters? It's nothing crazy, it seems to be more of a historian.
Oh, yes. There are a good deal of copies on this one. It is utilized by hunters to learn furthermore about themselves and their capabilities.
But it's we should check it out first. To ensure that the librarians know that it's not missing. Here, I'll do that for you.
Thank you.
do have a bit of a question, actually.
They're entirely synthetic, but Traveler still gave them light all the same.
Art is more metaphorical than physical.
Precisely. It is not the organ that one has that...
He's returned it within due time.
...of this blessing.
Of course.
It is one's ideals, their core beliefs, and their strength. The speaker once said, the light is in all places, in all things. Try to snuff it out, trap it, it will prevail. You will come to find, regardless of what you do or don't have, you may very well be given that blessing simply because of your strong character.
There was a time where our kind thought the light would not touch us again. Yet here I stand, proving that there is no one who cannot be touched by the Traveler's Night.
Alright.
Never this was even true for the Hive. Deepest depths.
Yeah. The shiny ones.
In the deepest depths of the darkness, the light shines the brightest.
Alright.
Indeed.
Thank you
I'm all
for
good on my
answering
side.
question. I'm ready.
The last thing I wish to ask is, there is a question on the functionality of Vex technology. In its entirety, I'm looking for any information on how it functions, from start to finish.
There are a lot of unknowns regarding their particular technology. Some of the innards elude even the finest of warlocks. Those who have traversed the corridors of time have come out unknowing, unfortunately. But what can be gathered is this. Their weapons do not come with triggers. Whatever allows them to fire is done from the Vex's innards, a connection they have with their weapon. However, their weaponry can be gutted and repurposed, combined with the technology we have here to create weapons that can fire on our say-so. The void energies within, taken and re-imbued into other weaponry.
Understood. Thank you for this knowledge.
Of course.
I believe at this time that is all that we have.
Yeah.
Very well. Then, my friends, may you walk in the light. Should you head to the edge of the tower, a skiff should be waiting. You will board it, and it will take you back to your realm.
Very well. Thank you for hosting us here.
Of course. Thank you for your time and your questions.
Very well then. Let us make our way out.
Seeing you again, Marshmallow.
May we meet again. Okay. You see, the purple-haired one brought them there. This proves that purple is the wisest color.
Oh, dear friend. Now we must begin preparations. There are two which are captured by the Vex. I will require your knowledge and your more open time slot for astute studies to look into certain locations regarding the Vex. I will need you to find a location of which to find a map fragment of the infant forest. I will need you to find another location that I have found connected to the Pyramidion, where Brachion resides, the one who has taken Miss Liberty. This security depot, I suppose we can call it, is to be, disabled by Dirge, another member who is, dealing with the situation. He is good for stealth encounters, and I intend for him and a team he has yet to assemble to assault it and carefully disable the security of the Pyramidion. In addition to this, when you find the location of the map fragment, I have another team which will assault it. Keep this knowledge to yourself. But a friend of Liberty's, a partner by the name of Lilac, has individuals that call themselves Leap Foundry. They will be taking on this task of punching through the Vex and their defenses. I have heard that they have not garnered the best opinion, but Lilac trusts them. And if they are a strong ally capable of punching through the Vex in this way, so long as that is as far as this interaction goes, we need not touch it any further. Besides, these people have fought long and hard for this moment. I do not want to place them through any more trials than necessary. If we can avail them of but one situation, I will do so. That said, do your research. Find information on these locations and bring them to me as soon as you can, dear friend. May you walk in the light.
May you walk in the light, Kel. Oh! So... I forgot what I was gonna say, actually.
No worries.
Oh, so they refer to things as Ohio, because Ohio is a state in a nation...
Get moving. I need that research.
Use your shredder. We'll go get that shard burned for you. You have a fighting chance.
Sounds like a deal to me. Alright, we got a long ride home and I really gotta use the bathroom.
You all board the ship, Transmat taking you within, and within maybe a few hours' time, you're able to return home. And that is cards down.
Alright, fantastic. I have to go poop. You guys have fun.
Oh my god.
You, do that, I guess.
Okay.
What
I got a question for you,
creature,
Eric.
Jesus.
Fucking... Go shit, King. What's up?
I know that you said that
to wait for the hidden mission, and